here we are all tonight. It is the 24th of June, 2021. We're in Dad's front room, which is 81 Greenway Avenue, Taunton, Somerset. We're with Joe Holder, aged 30. We're with Jack Holder, aged 22. Mark Holder, aged 58. And Tony Holder, who's aged 87. And he's going to spend a bit of time talking about his national service career. So, Dad, why don't you introduce yourself via your name, rank and number?
Well, my rank and number was a craftsman, which is 22605766, and I went to Willesden in London on the 18th of the 9th. Cut.
Well, I can cut that bit out, don't worry. I said 52?
Yeah, 1950. I can't see that. Anyway, I was examined on the 18th to the 9th, 51.
Ah.
I read it now, in Acton, in London, and I was passed grade 1. So there I was, in the army.
In the army. So why don't you take us through, from start to finish, what you got up to in your national service career, what happened, chronologically, and then what we'll do, we'll ask a few questions at the end.
Well, from that point on, I went to number 2 REME training battalion down in Honiton at a place called Heathfield Camp, and I spent 6 weeks on basic training, and then after that I went to number 8 basic trades training camp at Norton Manor Camp in Taunton, where I spent 19 weeks training as a vehicle mechanic. After that, or during that time, I went to 7 driver training battalion at Barton Stacey, where I learned to drive, and I passed my test in a 7-ton lorry in Winchester in Hampshire. And then after that I was then posted to Arborfield to be drafted to Egypt. Whilst I was on leave to go to Egypt, I was hospitalised at Hillingdon Hospital in Middlesex for an operation for a perforated gangrenous appendix, which, as you realise, was successful, the operation.
Thank goodness for all of us.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
On return to Arborfield, a day late, I was sent home for 2 weeks to recoup and then drafted to Germany, and I then spent 16 months in Germany. I arrived at 4 base workshops with others on that draft, and I was then posted to the 36 RASC company in Bad Oeynhausen, which was in, at that time, BAOR 1. I spent 16 months there at that time, testing and inspecting vehicles, and also I had also a job on recovery as well. So myself and another soldier, we took it in turns to go out if required to pick up broken vehicles and etc., and or go on exercises as a backup. And most of the time on exercises, being the last vehicle in the convoy, you were always the first one back, because somewhere along the line somebody broke down, so you had to get that vehicle back to get back to our workshops. During the time I was in Germany, we travelled from Harwich to the Hook of Holland on a ship called the Empire Wansbeck, and then into Germany on the train. Depending on where you were going, you were either on the red train, the blue train, or the green train. One of them went to northern Germany, one went to southern Germany, and the other went down into Austria. Each time that I came on leave, I used those routes to go back, and then 2 or 3 times during my service over there in Germany, I had leave back in England, and so consequently it was the trip on the Empire One's back. Where are we? On completion of national service, I was posted to 16 Airborne Division in Southall. On my first visit for an interview with the CO, which I had, when he asked were there any questions, I said yes, I'd like a posting. Because I didn't want to start jumping out of aeroplanes anyway, so, and plus the fact my father was the chief clerk at 595 Light Attack Searchlight Regiment in Kingsbury, and so I got a posting over there. There is, and then after the period of time at the REME LAD at the 595 Light Attack company, my time as a reservist or as territorial came to an end, and I left and went back into Civvy Street, you know, full time. But I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed my time as a national serviceman.
What's the National Service Medal, Dad? Just show us that. There it is. That's the National Service Medal, and that's got your name, rank, and number around the outside.
Name round the edge. Yeah.